Hello, welcome back. Welcome to 2025. First race day of the year, and where better to do it than Ipswich Kart Club. So, you've probably all been wondering where I've been the last couple of weeks or the last couple of months in the off season. I have been relaxing, but also training pretty hard, eating and bulking up, because this year we are not in restricted light anymore. We have now moved into tag restricted medium for the season opener. After some decent tests done pre-season wise, I've decided to race restricted medium for the first round. And what can I say? I mean, I haven't exactly done a new tyre run at all this year for restricted, but I can definitely say, even just on old tyres, I was setting some pretty decent pace. 50.3 was actually my fastest with a set of tyres that I've done maybe 80 laps old, I believe. But yeah, no, now that I've actually added some ballast to the go-kart, it actually feels very, very comfortable. Unfortunately, I do have some bad news to give. We did have a new go-kart on the way from the start of the year. However, it has not arrived in time for this weekend. I believe it's actually getting through customs today, and it should be approved hopefully soon, and soon it should be in my possession, and I can nominate it and get it through registration and everything. And then I'll be able to race that for the rest of the year. So at the current moment, we are just sticking to racing our 401RR. It's been a good off season. I've eaten a lot of food. I enjoyed the Christmas buffet. Ate a lot of chicken, ate a lot of burgers, had a bit of ice cream as well. It's that time of year in Australia, it's excusable for it to be ice cream eating season. We are getting there. The bulking has worked. We are just about on weight for tag restricted medium, which the difference between lights and mediums is about 20 kilo the difference. So restricted light, we have to be the minimum weight of 160 kilogram, and restricted medium, we have to be a minimum weight of 180 kilogram. We can't go below that number. So yeah, although borderline with the weight limit, quite comfortable. So yeah, unfortunately no longer racing against the likes of Jack Munro or Cody Scott or Robbie Morto or any of them, but still be on the sidelines. I'll get to cheer them on at least. Unfortunately, now the schedule for today, we have about 17 people in restricted medium, 37 in restricted light, so I'm a tad peeved I get to miss out on such a big, lovely field for restricted light. But we are today's a Friday, and we're actually happen to be racing today on a Friday, but it'll be a full afternoon into evening night race. So we have about 2 hours worth of practice today, and then 5 hours worth of racing between 6 groups, and we are third on the road. So yeah, it should be good fun. I'm looking forward to it. Should be some good hard racing. Fair to race a couple of new people in mediums. I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully it all goes well today. So let's get to the track, park our junk, and we'll have a bit of waiting around to do before we can get out of track, but it should be good. Right, so about to go out for my first practice run for the day. Just got to learn how I stack up against the competition here in a short amount of time for practice. Yeah, but guess might just get the pre-race nerves done early rather than on the race, so we'll see how we go. Alright, so got driver's briefing now. Practice was pretty good. Only did 2 sessions. It was pretty comfortable, even though old tyres, but we'll go all right. Car feels pretty good, comfortable. Just made a couple of minor service changes in the time period we have between the race, so now we'll go get driver's briefing done, and then we race. It's gonna be a long night.
There's been an accident at the top turn, last lap. And one is out of commission. Goddard second.
guys, there you have it. There was round 1 of Ipswich Kart Club for 2025. A bit of a recap on the race meet itself. I think it was a very good race meet. I don't think I could have extracted anything more out of the performance of the Tony Kart. I was driving to the absolute maximum every lap as much as I could. Made a couple of good overtakes in the first race, dodged an incident in the final lap, crossed the line to finish 4th or 5th by 1500th of a second. Probably the closest finish I ever had in my life, to be honest. Yeah, Heat 2, as you saw, I sort of started on pole and ran away with it till about halfway distance, and then 10-time state champion Joshua Hearn passed me for the lead. I sort of decided to let him go just to sort of see and sort of gauge what his pace was like, while also looking behind. The gap to third place was pretty substantial enough for me to sort of back off and sort of save a bit of my front tyre, where I was sort of just beginning to sort of lift and coast a bit into corners so I could sort of ease on the front tyre a little bit. And then I sort of decided to push 2 laps toward the end, and although I wasn't faster than him, I think I was definitely on the pace some sort. But I also did bump my tire pressures up in the front a little too high, so it was probably, I guess it wouldn't really have mattered if I decided to push or ease off a little bit, whether or not the pressures were simply too high, and I just decided to sort of dial the pace down a bit, and sort of um, so just try and be a bit smooth on my tyres and sort of look toward the end of the night rather than pointlessly trying to push that second race. Race 3, started second on front row, had a bit of a poor getaway but still managed to come second out by the end of the second turn. I also made a mistake, as you didn't really see on the cameras that sort of cut away to just the reverse footage, but I actually made a mistake while trying to adjust. I was distracted with trying to adjust the tune of my X30, and then I overshot my brake marker and went wide onto the back straight on one of the hairpin turns, and then I had to defend a bit from Matt Goddard behind in the 81 Paralyn. Lost a huge amount of ground to Justin McCartney there in first place in the 53. And then from there on, Josh Hearn passed Matt, and then Josh passed me, and then Matt got me. And then when the final came around, it was all pretty equal pace. I think maybe the start of the race I was a little bit slow, and then my tyres started to switch on to the end of the race. Toward the end, and I started to sort of gain on the pack. I got the second fastest time in my group for that race, 50.880, I think, and then the fastest time was from Hearn, about half a tenth faster than me, and obviously in the win. I think overall my experience in this class today, it's very more comfortable for me to drive in than what it was in lights. Restricted Light was a fantastic class to race, and I still think in a way it's better than mediums, only simply in the way that it just receives more numbers than what mediums does on average at a club race. But the racing in mediums is just as professional at the end of the day. You got some great drivers in there. As far as the actual feel of the kart goes, I feel so much more comfortable driving in a kart that's just got more, or that actually allows me to add some weight to the kart and add a bit of ballast. And now that I can actually add a bit of weight and equalize the distribution around the kart, it just feels way more easier to corner around most of the turns. I suppose I've only really tested that here at Ipswich. Other tracks maybe not so much, but that'll definitely be something that I'll be doing in the coming weeks. And this will actually be the final race meet that I will do on the Tony Kart, because my new kart has arrived. Yeah, I'm afraid that this is farewell for the full green factory, or the full green look, the full factory spec look of a Tony Kart racer. I very much enjoy my time racing Tony Karts. I never thought I would ever look so good in green, but I guess I can look good just about in any other colour. including green as well, so it's nice to know. On the whole though, I think it was a fantastic race meet. It was a very short race meet, given the fact that the club decided to split half the amount of groups across 2 days. So tonight was an enjoyable race meet. I loved every moment, I loved every lap. There's definitely some positives to take out of this race meet, but there's also quite a fair bit to learn and to improve on. But until then, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I very much appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, a like. If you want to see more karting content, be sure to subscribe to me. If you want to comment what your favorite moment was in the video, be sure to do that in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, keep on racing.
Through the flip-flop they go. Oh no! Scott's lost a wheel.
I woke up in a new book.
Down to turn 1 they charge. Big field. Mortensen it was.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street and the noise, my time to go.
Munro crossed the line and takes the win.